Hello everyone, so today I am going to be sharing with you guys my November 2020 Boxy charm. So this one's box was actually a little bit deeper than it normally is because there are some bigger products in here. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into what is included in this box that helped me get this look. So I'm just going to go in the order that it says on the little card. So this month's theme is harvest because it is November, so Thanksgiving is coming up. And so the first product in here is the Natasha Denona Peak Palette, and it is a 5-pan eyeshadow palette. It is warm toned and it runs for the price of $48. So this is what that looks like. I do have to say, for the price, I know Natasha Denona is a very expensive brand, and this packaging just doesn't really speak to me, but later on in the video we will find out my thoughts. The next product is the Volition Beauty Snow Mushroom Water Serum. So that is what this looks like. This is the packaging. Guys, we'll find out later on what is inside. This is what the box looks like. It's very nice. I never heard of this brand before. Next is the Jouer. Oh, and this is $62. It's quite pricey. Next is the Jouer Cosmetics Lip Enhancer, and this product is $17. That's what the packaging looks like. It's very cute, very simple. I like it. The fourth product is the Beauty Creations Cali Glow Highlighting Palette. It comes with 3 shades, and this is what it looks like. And it's like a slide palette packaging. So the palette is in here, and you just slide it out. I love this packaging. It is so pretty. That's what it looks like, and that retails for $14.99, which is not a bad price. And then lastly, I have the Bodyography Eye Pencil Duo. So it comes with 2 eyeliners, and that retails for $16. So that is what it looks like. It's very simple packaging, but I like it. So yeah, now you guys are gonna find out how exactly I got this look. Okay, so now that you guys know everything that is included in this month's Boxy charm, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first product. So the first thing I'm going to be using is the Volition Beauty Snow Mushroom Water Serum. So it looks like this. You just twist it open, and to get the serum in and out, you have to push this at the top. So just going to push it one time, and there is some in the syringe. I'm going to go ahead and just apply a small amount because the directions say to apply a pea-sized amount, so I'm just gonna do a couple small dots. I'm just gonna rub it in with my fingers. It smells good, but the scent is not like super strong, which I do like. I already applied moisturizer beforehand, and my brows are already on. But I like this so far. It does leave a little bit of a tacky layer, which is good for when you're applying makeup. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do most of my base off camera, and I will be right back. I went ahead and did my foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, and blush, and now we are going to be moving on to the second product, and this is from the brand Beauty Creations, and this is the Cali Glow highlighting palette. So it looks like this. You just slide it out, and it comes with 3 different shades, and it actually does have a mirror as well. So that is what they look like. So it goes from light to medium and then to dark. Although this one does look a little bit darker than this one. But the lightest shade is Malibu, the middle shade is called Santa Monica, and this one is called Manhattan Beach. So I am going to use Malibu, which is the first shade right here, and not that one, this one. And I am going to mix it a little bit with Manhattan Beach, which is this one. I'm going to mix the first shade and the third shade together and see what we can do. I am using the Morphe M532 brush. So it looks like there's really not that much fallout when I am dipping into the shade. Nothing really comes out of the pan, which is good. So I'm gonna just tap up the excess. I'm gonna go back and apply. As you can see, it is pretty blinding, which personally I love. I don't really typically go for a subtle highlight, so I really like this. It's very pretty. And I love how this palette comes with a mirror. It's really good if you are a makeup artist to travel with 3 different shades that fit pretty much all skin tones, so it's really good. I'm just gonna go grab another brush so that we can do nose highlight. For my nose highlight brush, I like to use the Shop Miss A Studio U124 brush, and I'm just gonna dip into those 2 colors again, top off the excess, and I basically make an exclamation point. So I do like a little dot there, the tip of my nose, and then I dip in again, and I go from here to about right here, and do the same thing. So later on, after we finish the eyes, I am going to use this highlight again and put it in the corners in my brow bone. So now we are going to go ahead and move on to the third product in this box. So the third product in this box is from Natasha Denona, which is a very expensive brand, but this is one of her mini eyeshadow palettes. So this is a 5-color eyeshadow palette, and it comes in like a cardboard box, which for me is not aesthetically pleasing. I would just expect a little bit more with packaging when it comes to like such an expensive brand. But we'll see about the quality. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's 5 colors. These 4 are matte and this is shimmer. And when you open it, it just opens like this. I do have to say it does feel expensive, like it's really heavy, so it's a very nice quality. And that's what the back looks like. It has the shade names right there, and then the ingredients and all of that. And when you close it, it like snap closes like that. So now we are going to go ahead and dip into this palette. I have applied some powder underneath my eyes because, like I said, I haven't used Natasha Denona eyeshadows before, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have fallout or not. So just in case, I put some powder so we can go ahead and wipe that away when we are done. But I am going to try to use all 5 shades just so I can really test out the palette. So now we're going to go ahead and get started. jumping right in, I am going to use my Moda Pro brush that I previously got in an older Boxy charm, and this brush is called BMX-466, and it is called the Shade Brush. It looks like this. And so the first shade that I am going to be dipping into is called Jasper, which is this one right here, the second shade. So the only thing about this palette is that it doesn't have a mirror, so you do have to bring a mirror with you if you were going to bring this to go, which I would think, considering the size being really small. I'm going to go ahead and place the shade in my crease. And the way I like to do my eyeshadow is apply the darker crease shade first and then blend it out with a lighter crease shade. So that is why I'm going in with Jasper first. And I'm just applying it in my crease. I like to pack on the color first and then slowly diffuse the edges. So this is what Jasper looks like. It's sort of like a burnt orange color. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and move on to the second shade. So now I am taking a little bit more of a fluffier brush. This is the Morphe M518 brush. And I'm going to dip into the shade Amara, I believe is how you pronounce it, which is right here. The second to last shade, and I'm gonna place it like pretty much right above the shade Jasper that we just put on. I'm just gonna use it to help blend out Jasper. Alright, so now that that is all blended out, I am going to go ahead and move on to the third shade. Now I'm going to be using the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to dip into the first shade, which is called Aya. And it is just a really cream like bone color. And I'm going to really use this shade to diffuse out everything and make sure that everything is really blended. To the fourth shade. Alright, for the fourth shade that I'm going to dip into is directly in the middle, and it is called Thorn. And I'm using the Luxie 207 medium angled shading brush, which I got in my Boxy charm last month. And I'm going to focus this on the outer V portion of my eyelid. So far I really haven't gotten any fallout, which is good. I really personally don't mind fallout because normally I do my eyeshadow first before my base makeup. But for the purpose of this video, I decided to do my eyes after my base. But that is good that there is no fallout. There is fallout a little bit in the pan. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy. But like I said, I know that does bother some people and they prefer eyeshadow with no fallout, but I really don't have any fallout on my face, which is really good. I'm just going back in with a little bit of Jasper, which is that second shade right here, on that same brush that I used first, the Moto Pro shade brush. And I'm just gonna kind of slowly diffuse that dark brown shade that we just placed called Thorn. Once I apply the darker shade on the outer V, I always go back in with my previous shades just to really make sure that everything is blended. And you can just keep going back and forth until you are satisfied with the blend. I'm going back in a little bit with Mara, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the shade Aya, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that everything is blended to my liking, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the last shade, which is the shimmer shade right here, and it is called Shine. I'm going to try to use a brush initially just to see how the performance is, but I may end up using my finger. But this is the Array Studio E122 brush, and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Matte Fix Plus, just because that's what I normally do when I use shimmer shades. So I want to give it the same benefits as all the other palettes that I use. I'm dipping into that shade called Shine, and it does look quite, oh yeah, that's pigmented. So I'm going to put this on the inner 2/3 of my eyelid, like a cut crease. You can choose to cut your crease before you do this, but I personally just go right in with the shimmer shade. I'm gonna go in with my finger, see if that makes a difference. Definitely did, it added a bit more shine than with the brush. So it looks like this formula works better with finger application, which is fine. I have plenty of shimmers that are like that. What the shimmer looks like, it's really pretty. Once again, that is the shade Shine. To make sure that everything is blended, I'm going to go back in with Thorn, which is that middle brown shade, and just going to go back and forth between that, blending it into the shimmer shade that we just applied. So moving on to the lower lash line, I'm first going to take my BH Cosmetics number 19 brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to go into that middle shade Thorn, which is the dark brown shade, and I'm going to focus this on the outer corner. I did get a little bit of fallout, but nothing too crazy. Now I'm going in with my Moto brush again, and I'm dipping into the shade Jasper, which is the shade right here. And I'm going to blend that into Thorn. Just to make sure that everything is blended, I'm gonna go in with the shade Aya, which is this first really light bone shade, and I'm going back in with the Morphe M441 brush and just making sure that all that is nicely blended. So I'm gonna go back off camera and finish the other eye, and we're gonna come back and finish up the eyes and move on to the last two products. Ahead and finish the other eye. I also applied some lashes. The ones that I used are the Dodo Lashes D362. So before we move on to finishing up the eyes, I do want to dip back into the Beauty Creations highlighting palette, dip back into Malibu and Manhattan Beach, and just apply that on the inner corners and as well as the brow bone. It just really brings the look together. I always use my highlights to do this. So to finish up the eyes, I have our fourth product, and this is the Bodyography Professional Cosmetics 2-pack eye pencil duo. So it does come with 2 eyeliners, and one of them is Black Walnut, which is a brown, and then the other one is Onyx, which is a black. So I am going to be using Black Walnut, which is the brown, just because it goes better with the look. So you can pull down your eye a little bit if you want. Let's get a little closer so you guys can really see. So it did show up really nicely, if you can see the difference. It's not the creamiest pencil I ever used, but it's also not the driest pencil I've ever used. So it's like kind of in the middle. Seems to be going on pretty nicely. So there is that. And I'm sure that both of these perform the same. So that is the eye. And we are almost done with our look. Fifth and final product in November's BoxyCharm box is from Jouer. And this is the Essential Lip Enhancer. It's basically a lip balm. So we are going to open this up and give it a try. So it is a conditioning lip treatment. So let's see how this applies. So it's in a squeezy tube. Squeeze out a little bit first. This actually feels really nice on the lips. It is quite thick, which I personally don't mind. It does give a really nice shine. It's kind of like you're wearing clear lip gloss. It feels a little bit like Vaseline, but like a better version. Okay, so as for my thoughts on everything that was included in this month's box, I have to say my #1 favorite thing was the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. I was just super impressed with the formula and the overall application. There was no fallout. They were super easy to blend out, and I am honestly a sucker for warm shades, but I was really pleased with the color story of this palette. I find that I will definitely dip into this palette again just because these shades are so wearable. Even though I normally don't wear neutral colors, I usually wear a lot of bright colored eyeshadows, whenever there is a special occasion and I need to just tone down my look a little bit, I will definitely reach into this palette. My second favorite thing from this box is the Beauty Creations Cali Glow highlighting palette. So I was super impressed with this because of the pigmentation and how inexpensive it is. It's only $14.99, which in my opinion is a really low price for 3 shades, especially considering the size of the pan and that this palette also comes with a mirror. So it is a very good price. And I was just impressed about how pigmented they were, and it just really went on really smoothly. My third favorite thing is the Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer. I just really think that it's super moisturizing. It kind of feels like there's nothing on my lips, which is really nice. I don't really like to feel like there's something on my lips. That kind of bothers me. So, and it also looks like I'm wearing just regular clear lip gloss, but at the same time it is really protecting my lips and keeping them moisturized. So I really like this product. My fourth favorite product is the Bodyography Professional Cosmetics eyeliners. Even though I only tested out the brown one, I'm sure the black one is just the same, and I really like how it applied in my waterline. You can also use it to smudge on your eyelids as eyeliner as well. I didn't test it out like that, but I'm sure if it works well in the eyes, in the waterline, it will work just as good on the actual eyelid. And my least favorite thing is the Volition Snow Mushroom Water Serum. I just really wasn't impressed with this, mainly for the price being $62. I think it's a bit overpriced. When something is that expensive and I'm using it for the first time, I kind of want to be like wowed, and like I wasn't really feeling that with this product. Like I just feel like it really didn't do anything to my skin. Maybe it's one of those things where you have to use it a few times to know that you really like it, but as for first impressions, it just wasn't my favorite. This is the completed look for November 2020's Boxy Charm. Let me know in the comments what your guys' thoughts is on this month's box. If you got a box, if you got the same products as I did, because there are different versions of the box. With all that being said, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!